A tense air could be felt within the Oval Office, a pressure on the mind of the sole current occupant as he held a phone in his hand, awaiting the answer from his Canadian contemporary. The answer, Mr. President, is no. President Hooker was expecting this answer from the Canadian government, but was admittedly taken aback by just how quickly they had given it. But his years of diplomatic experience ensured that it didn't show in his voice. Now let's be reasonable here. We would only be making use of your land route to supply our troops in Alaska. The Prime Minister was having none of it. Right, and you only wish to bring stability to Mexico. I am no fool. Our routes would only be the beginning. Before we know it, you'll be draining our resources dry like a damn leech! The President suppressed a sigh of annoyance as he responded. Our goal is the preservation of our Alaskan territories in the face of Chinese aggression. More like the preservation of American hegemony. It's bad enough your Alaskan front line cut through our territory. Mark my words, Canada will never become your stomping ground, so long as I have anything to say about it! That was that. The President knew that further discourse would only serve to waste time. So be it. I won't press you about it any further. Whether or not the Prime Minister picked up on the emphasis, he did not have time to say, as the President quickly hung up the phone. Within minutes of the fruitless conversation, he contacted his secretary, a backup plan already forming in his mind. Get me a private line to the editor of the Federal Post. The Federal Post? Isn't that a Canadian news outlet, sir? The reasoning behind this is beyond your pay grade. Just get the connection set up. Yes, very well, sir. Now alone with his thoughts, the President made one last remark to himself. I didn't want to have to do this, but I have the security of the United States to consider. If you will not cooperate, then perhaps your opposition will. Right on cue, another phone rang. The man on the other end, eager to lap up the scandal Hooker was about to give him. True to the President's predictions, the scandal was enough to force the ruling government out of office and in a snap election, bring a new government into power. One whose minister was currently kissing up to him on the other end of the phone, eager to avoid the fate of his predecessor. Rest assured, Mr. President. The United States will have full leeway to make use of the western roads to Alaska. You scratch our back, we scratch yours, after all. Indeed. Thank you for your cooperation. Without another word, the President ended the call with a smile on his face. His job was done, and now it was up to the military to make it count. I hope you all enjoyed part 2 of the Sino-American War series. If you would like to see more, then consider subscribing and pressing the bell button. And if there's anything you'd like me to cover in the future, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.